would you rather? Okay, would you rather have to drink your coffee with 10 sugars or drink your coffee with 10 creamers?
10 creamers.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, not even a. And it's funny, I don't even use milk anymore. Now I use Chobani oat milk. I got turned on to that over in Europe a couple years ago. They've got a really good, I think it's Oatly. They've got a really good barista one. Yeah, it's a barista one, so it's the thicker, creamier one. So here in Scottsdale, I buy the Chobani. So I'm all good with the creamer. I don't like so much of the sugar. If I'm going to do sugar in coffee, I'd rather do it with honey, quite honestly.
And I was going to say, with all that you do, you probably need a lot of coffee.
Yeah, and I try to moderate it. A cup in the morning and a cup in the afternoon, like right now, and then I'm good to go. That's enough.
Then you are a stronger person than I am.
and I was going to say, I always hate asking for favorites because favorites is a hard question. But out of your coffees, do you have one that you typically go to more often?
Well, I go to the darker stuff. So Roast in Peace that's our flagship roast that we built the company on, and that's a nice, just rich dark roast. But we have some darker stuff like this combat napalm in the morning. That's way dark. That's like pretty much all French roast. We've got some other Italian espresso stuff that we did, like the Altitudes and Attitude coffee. So that's pretty dark. And so is. I think the one we did for Eddie Ojeda from Twisted Sister, that one's pretty dark as well. So there's definitely some good gritty stuff in there if you like that.
Amazing. All right, here's the next one. Danica?
All right. Would you rather face off against Jason Voorhees or face off against Freddy Krueger?
Oh, Jason for sure. Because look, Freddy right there, I mean, just he reaches out, he slashes your head. Like, that's not even a contest. At least Jason... He's only got the one blade. You got a chance, Man, he's got a mask on, so maybe you can like double around behind him and and totally like tump him to the ground.
Okay. I mean, that's a new tactic, David. It hasn't worked yet, but you never know. The next one.
Well, hey, Brazilian jiu-jitsu is popular, so I think you could jiu-jitsu Jason. I think, but Freddy, yeah, you're not even a chance.
Fair. I love that. Jiu-jitsu Jason. That's the name of the next film, actually.
Exactly.
Crazy. Starring Kane Hodder. All right, here's the next one. Would you rather have to hotwire your car every time you drive or lock your keys in your car once a week?
Oh, jeez. Got it. I'd say lock your keys in the car one time a week. God, that sucks, though, because then you're calling AAA. That does suck. But fortunately, I don't know about you ladies, but the car I have, it's pretty hard to lock the key in because hardly any car anymore has a key. It's all some electronic thing, right? And usually it won't even start or the doors won't even lock as long as the key's in the car, right? So if I got that exclusion, modern technology, I'd take key once a week. But assuming this is kind of old school.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to go with Hotwire in the car.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'd have to do that.
That's
really
very
like
badass.
This comment from Vernon that says hot wiring is cool until Jason comes after you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then you got to jiu-jitsu and Hotwire at the same time.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a whole new style. Hasn't been invented yet, but
we got a leg out here and you're hotwiring over here, and yeah.
Love it. All right, here's the next one.
All right. Would you rather have your next movie be a murder mystery or the next Ellefson Films movie be a classic sci-fi remake?
Ooh. Well, look, I like the murder mystery. And maybe just because at the level we're at as a film company, that's easier to do. Big picture, long range, I would love to do a sci-fi remake. I love sci-fi movies. They're scary. They're haunting in a very weird way, that we all know. They're uncomfortable to watch because you just feel at any given moment something's going to come out and slash or take or kill or eat one of the characters, So, and that's like a lot of big stuff like, plants can come down and eat people and, so you've got inventive killings with sci-fi.
Is there a classic sci-fi movie you would like to remake?
I read a Robert Heinlein book called Farmer in the Sky, and from it I actually wrote the Megadeth song Foreclosure of a Dream. I wrote the lyrics for it, and it's funny. I would like to maybe do a film version of that. I think would be kind of cool. So that's
Awesome.
kind of where my mind would be with that one.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, here's the next one. Would you rather? Okay. Beat the headline act after being awake for 48 hours or try to sleep after drinking Cuban coffee?
Well, I've already done the headline thing after 48 hours, right? I've flown somewhere and been awake. I remember flying to Germany. That was terrible. Day of show. And just, arrive, jet lag is the equivalent of losing a day of sleep and having to walk on stage as like a zombie, just going, oh my God. And somehow, fortunately, you kind of kill the parts. You put the song so many times. You just kind of go into autopilot. So fortunately, it works. But honestly, I think I'd probably rather try to sleep after drinking some Cuban coffee. I think I'd be up for that challenge.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, that's crazy. Haven't tried it. I've only had the one cup so far, and that's not going to be number 2. Yeah? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
More for you, Danica. All right. Here's the next one.
All right. Would you rather write the soundtrack for a horror film or create the next iconic horror character?
Ooh, I'd say create the next iconic horror character. Because I've already written soundtrack stuff for various films and, Beavis and Butthead and Bill and Ted and, various things, right? So I think I'm up for the iconic horror character. And in some ways, I guess Megadeth, Vic Rattlehead, our mascot, he already is that as well. But to do the next one, like it's kind of a big, like a horror film and horror culture character, I'd be up for that.
Okay, exciting.
Yep.
All right, here's the next one. Would you rather play on the soundtrack of every Tom Hanks movie or play on the soundtrack of every Robert De Niro movie?
I think I'd have to go for De Niro. A little darker. Tom Hanks plays such a wide variety of characters and movies. I mean, you're doing, what do you do? Polar Express to, what was the one where his plane crashed and he's got Mr. Wilson and
Castaway.
Castaway, yeah.
Yeah. So, while it would be challenging, De Niro, you kind of, there's a groove there. I think there's a genre that I would fit better with. And plus, I love both of them. They're amazing. But yeah, there's of course you could always do, Meet the Fockers. Then you'd be up for a different challenge, right?
Jinxie cat, where are you? Yeah. I like it says David Ellefson and Randy Newman do Toy Story. Well, I mean, that would be
If you did the Fockers, you could do Fock Off. Fock
Oh,
Off.
yes. Oh, love that. Yeah. All right, we got 2 more. All right, next one.
All right. Would you rather listen to 24 hours straight of show tunes or 24 hours straight of sea shanties?
Oh God, which painful torture do you want? I think I'm gonna have to take some sea shanties because show tunes.
Not for you.
Just hand me the gun now. Let's just get it over with.
Oh yes, so yes. They both reach for the gun. All right, no Chicago free. That's fine. I've just been really into sea shanties lately, to be honest with you. So
Good.
I would pick the sea
Thank you,
shanties.
TikTok.
All right, let's
Yeah,
do
right?
it. All right, good.
Here's the
At least
last
we
one.
can hang over there. Okay, good.
All right, the final one. Would you rather perform with the first band you ever saw live, or perform with the last band that you got to see live?
Well, considering the first band I saw was Kiss, the last band I saw live, I technically I guess would be Megadeth because
You don't say. How
No.
strange is that?
Yeah, right. And I mean, actually, it was my own solo band. It was the Ellefson solo band because we put out our no cover. We did a cover record last year, and we went out. We did some shows, and that was fun. So. Look, I played on shows with Kiss, and it's amazing. I stand on stage on the Kiss stage, and it's like a call home to mom moment. Like, oh my God, look, I made it to the big time, right? Remember that concert you took me to, the Kiss concert? Well, I'm playing in front of them right now. They're coming on next, so it's always a great joy, to play. It's kind of like, wow, I made it to the big time, But to perform at the last band I saw. I mean, in Kiss, I don't know what I would do. I can't breathe fire. I don't spit blood.
Can you fly?
I'm up for trying.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, look, I think, look, playing with Kiss, even if He's like Phantom of the Park, right? Remember that? I mean, that's actually funny. That's probably one of my, and I don't know whether it would technically be a horror movie, but I'm considering it a horror movie. You asked about a soundtrack. That would be it. Kiss, Phantom of the Park, because it had all Kiss songs in it. So that's the soundtrack. So I'm glad we had this question, because now I got to answer a previous question that you kind of stumped me on it.
Perfect.
Now I know.